Hello everybody and welcome back to Slay the Spire, the board game, and today we're sticking with the Ironclad that I went through Act 1 with last time, as the channel members who commented on that video the day it went live to them, they all said, yeah, stick with it, it looks like you've got a pretty good run going here. I agree, we got some good cards, we managed to get some good events, which led to upgrading quite a few of them. I would say our deck lacks focus, we don't really have a direction the build is going in, maybe strength now, maybe. But that's definitely a weakness that we're going to feel in Act 2, where the standard enemy is just stronger. So just having good cards isn't going to be quite good enough. Our relic selection is also not super great either, but I'll remind you of what we have in a second here. So for Act 2, there's only one board you use, but you do still randomise what is where, which I have done. There is a new set of event cards for Floor 2, although I think there is some repeat events in this deck. And there's also Act 2 enemies, summonables for the enemies, elites, and you randomise the boss. And I'll be honest, I randomised the boss by rolling the die. I don't remember whose symbol that is. I thought it was the Time Eater, but the Time Eater is an Act 3 boss. So I don't remember who that is. So we'll be surprised together when we get there. So here is the condition of our Ironclad. Because we're playing True Solo, we have the loaded die relic, which we started with. We currently have 5 coins. We have 2 potions. We have Fairy in a Bottle and Block Potion. And relic-wise, we have Regal Pillow, which just means we heal extra if we heal at a rest stop upon fire. We have the Centennial Puzzle, which means once per turn we can draw 3 if we've lost HP in that combat, once per combat. And as of just defeating the Act 1 boss, we got Sozu, so we essentially have +1 energy just every turn, so we have 4 energy per turn instead of 3, but we're not allowed to gain potions anymore. So anytime there's a potion on the rewards, we just ignore it because we're not allowed it. And that is our deck right here, so it's relatively okay size-wise. We got rid of a couple of strikes. I wouldn't mind either getting rid of or upgrading a couple of basic blocks as we go through Floor 2. That's kind of my game plan. And as I say, I think we should probably lean into strength gain, just based on a couple of cards. On that note, a couple of corrections from last time. There was one instance where I caught it and put it in the video, but I'll mention it here, where I accidentally gave myself the strength bonus from Feed, forgetting that you have to kill an enemy to get it. And there was one instance of me forgetting that strength upgrades last for the fight unless otherwise stated. The flex card is an example of you gain strength, but it's just for the turn. Every other instance, it's strength until the end of combat. So that's the only other mistake I noticed. With that, I think we're ready to get started, and I might as well just set up the first fight, because if we just move up here a little bit, as with Act 1, your starting point on Act 2 is just a normal fight. So I've already shuffled these off camera. Let's see who our first fight is. Please be kind. Nope, it's not kind at all. It is going to be Snecko, and he's not summoning anything, but he is going to confuse us. Isn't that fun?
This video is sponsored by Noble Knight Games. Check out the video description below for an affiliate link that will take you through to their store, and it will help me out as well. Thanks.
So as I shuffle my deck here, let's look at Snecko. Start of turn. If Snecko is in your roll, the first card you play this turn costs the confused value, which is dictated by what you roll. I was rolling a lot of 5s and 6s last time. If I do that here, we're in for a really bad time. And he starts with a massive 23 health, so that's what I was talking about. We did really well in Act 1 just because we had a bunch of damaging cards, but in Act 2, on average, every enemy is going to have much more health and care very little about us doing good damage. So yeah, that's pretty rough. Let's see what we have to deal with then. It's a 4, so he's going to be dealing 5 damage, which is also pretty bad. Confused 1 means the first card I play costs 1, so we might be able to take advantage of that. It also means that I have 1 bonus block for this turn, thanks to loaded die. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what our opening hand is. Combust, Rage, Shrug it off, Strike. Oh! We got what we got from the Act 1 boss. We got Demon Form. So the first card I play this turn costs 1. So I'll play Demon Form. So at the start of our turn we gain Strength, and that only cost me 1. So I still have 2 to deal with. Unfortunately, I can't do too much, but like setting up for turn 1 I think is fine. I can gain 3 block, so we're still going to take damage regardless, which, yeah, that's kind of scary. So I'm going to play, well, let's see actually, let's play Shrug It Off. So again, that's only costing 1 right now. Shrug It Off is costing 1, it gives us 2 more blocks, so we're at 3 currently, counting the bonus one. We also have to draw a card. It's not a defense card, okay. But it is another attack card, which means when I play Rage, I get +1 block for each attack in hand. I have 2 block in hand, so now we've fully blocked the damage he's doing. I have 1 energy left because we have 4 energy now, and I'm going to put Combust in play. So once per turn, 1 damage to any row, and I'm going to carry on doing what I did last time. Because of the way it's worded, I am taking it that I can hit it for 1 this round. Which does mean over the entirety of that turn, I did 1 damage, but we set ourselves up pretty well for next turn. So he's hitting us for 5, I managed to put up 5 block, so 0 damage there, and we're ready to go into another round. So let's see what he's doing this round. As I knock that away, he's doing a 2, so the first card I play is going to cost me 2, he's only doing 3 damage, and it doesn't trigger my die. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, sorry, first of all, start of turn, we gain strength. We're doing 1 damage to him with Combust. And I've got Bash, Cleave, Defend, Metallicize, and Feed. Feed's only useful if we're going to kill him. I'm going to have to bring this down a little bit now with the powers in play. So, we have 4 power. Metallicize is a free power, so yeah, I guess we do have a power build going. So that's now also in effect. I'll move the camera between turns here in a second. We still have 4 energy. He's doing... Oh wait, sorry, that would have cost 2. Right, first card played cost 2. I guess that's probably the best option then. Yeah, I'll keep that as costing 2. So we have 2 energy left. And he's only doing 3. I will hit him with Cleave, and I will just throw up a block. So Cleave is doing 3, so he's going from 21 to 18. And then we put up a block. I end my turn, I get another block from Metallicize, and that's all good. Discard my hand, but he's hitting for 3, and I only put up 2 blocks, so we are taking damage. We're taking 1 damage. Alright, let me reposition the camera. Actually, I'll draw my new hand first, just to 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 1 card left in the draw pile. There's where all my blocks were. Oh, we've lost HP this combat. How fortunate for us. Well, actually, again, before I position the camera, what are we doing? It rolled onto a 5, so the first card I'm playing is costing 3. That's rough, but I do also get my bonus block. So I did immediately forget my strength, so it was actually 1 more damage. So let's do that. And now, at the start of this turn, we have a second strength. We can get up to 8, which is 8 extra damage. We're also going to do 1 more damage because of Combust. It's feeling like death by 1,000 cuts right now. It's like playing as a silent. The first card I'm playing costs 3, and he's doing 2 damage. Well, Blood for Blood is free because I've taken damage, so I guess the other... We only need to block 1 more. So I'm putting up a block, and it's cost... Oh wait, no, at the end of the turn we're gaining 1, so that's enough to block the damage. No. We'll just do a basic strike then. So normally it's 1 damage, but because we're at +2 strength, it's doing 3 damage, so... It goes down to there, he's got 13 left. That cost me 3, I have 1 energy left. So I'll put up a block just because, actually, because Blood for Blood is free. Since we've taken damage this combat. It would normally do 4, it's doing 6. So that goes from 13 down to, take that away, to 7. I don't think I'm going to do 7 in 1 more turn, but that's okay. So at the end of my turn, I gain another block. He's only doing 2 though, so the block fully takes it. I've got to shuffle my draw pile though. What was the 1 card I hadn't drawn yet? Oh, Iron Wave, yeah, of course. Well, that's good. So we'll just quickly shuffle this. And what is he doing? He rolled off camera, it's a 2. So the first card I play is going to cost 2, and he's doing 3 damage, and I don't have my bonus block. Okay, we've got 1 in hand, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Cleave, Bash, Feed. Oh, could we actually get him? So we're doing 7. Oh, start of turn, actually. We need to do 7. 3 bonus strength, that's pretty good. That means Iron Wave is hitting for 5. But it's costing us 2 to play, so we'd have 2 energy left after that. Yeah, we can get him. So, 2 damage normally, it's doing 5. And then Feed is also doing 3 bonus damage. Not that it matters that we're killing an enemy, because there's no other enemies. I'm playing it like it's the video game version where you get max health. So yeah, that'll take him out. That cost us 2, that was only 1, and we have 4 energy. So Snecko dies, and we heal for 1, so we're back to full. After combat we get 1 penny and 1 normal card reward. Okay, well, let's just clear these and I'll shuffle them in a second. And we'll go for our normal card rewards. Then here. So our choices are, there's Flex, so that is the one where the strength you gain goes away at the end of the turn. Anger, which keeps on going back to the top of your draw pile. And True Grit. You have to exhaust a card in your hand to give any player 1 block. Not super relevant. Flex is fine. If you upgrade it, it doesn't exhaust. And we are going for a strength build. Yeah, I'll take Flex. I was considering taking nothing there, but I guess Flex fits the strength build we've sort of got going. So, sure. So looking at the map for Act 2, I'm trying to decide, we have a fair amount of money, so we definitely want to hit a shop. There's 3 on offer, 1 built in, and then 1's randomised there, and 1's randomised there. So they're all before the halfway point. And, oh yeah, one other thing to notice, this map, you don't get a guaranteed relic. So I think that's different to the video game. Certainly different to Slay the Spire 2, it's been too long since I played the first one to remember clearly for that. But I think I want to go up the right path here, so we'd get a shop here. It means we'd be fighting an elite, which is potentially dangerous, but there's a rest right after it, so as long as we live, we have the Regal Pillow, so I can heal up to 6, and then that gives us options, another event, and then if I'm feeling brave, another elite, which is a chance at a second relic. So I think that's the route I'm taking. Yeah, I've convinced myself, which means we're going this way, over here, so the first thing we're hitting is an event. I've shuffled them off camera. I shuffled all of these off camera, except the followers. You don't shuffle the follower decks, just for the record, because you just need to look through those for what you need. It is the Beggar. You can pay 2 to remove a card or leave. I will pay 2 to remove a card. We have 6, so it leaves me with 4. And which card am I going to remove? Do I remove another basic strike, or do I remove a basic block? I think I'm going to remove a basic block. Yeah, I am. So one of our basic blocks we started with, that joins the 2 strikes I've already removed from the deck. Try and keep it a bit lean. If the option was to upgrade a block, I probably would have done that instead, for the record, but that's fine. So after that we go immediately into another normal fight right here. So let's see who we're fighting this time. It's the Centurion, and he has the Mystic. Yeah, he has the healer behind him, who he tries to keep alive, and she tries to heal them. And you have to go with the old edict. Go for the healer first. So again, let's take a look at these as I'm shuffling my deck. So the Centurion has 15 health, the Mystic has 12. The Centurion has Fury. When the Mystic in this row dies, it gains strength and then only does the top action. So you don't need to roll for him anymore. He's just doing what would be 4 damage because the 3 plus 1. Other than that, he's got a 50-50 chance of just giving block to the Mystic. The Mystic has the ability to heal everybody, or do 2 damage plus a week, or give strength. So yeah, nasty combo. Let's see what they're doing in this first turn. It's a 5, so he's going to be giving block to the Mystic, she's going to be giving strength and acting last. I get my bonus block for the turn, on a turn in which they're not doing damage, so that's just fantastic. Here's hoping we get a good first hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And by good first hand I mean lots and lots of damage, including the cleave. Yes! Okay, good. The cleave is here, we've got the bash. Okay, so this is our hand. And combust is, yeah, to the row as well. Good. Okay, so we can do a lot of damage here. Can I kill the Mystic? If I apply the weak, it would be double damage on its next instance of damage. So if I do that, yeah, I think this turn basically plays itself. Yeah, so we have 4 energy to play with because of Sozu. We will do bash into the Mystic, so it's 2 damage, but more importantly, that weakness. The weak will go away on the next instance of damage, but they take, again I keep on double checking it's double because it's not double in the video game. It is a double damage. So then we do cleave. So he just takes 3, so he goes from 5 or 15 to 12, but she takes 6 from that. So she was on 10, now she's on 4, and then that weak goes away. So she's got 4 health left. I can't kill her this turn, but she's gotten close. So then, last energy, we'll just put Combust into play, and we will proc it, so that's 1 more damage to each of them. So he is down to 11, and she is down to 3. Good first turn. So let me discard my hand. So they go, and he gives her 3 block. Let me just look that out. Oops, one of them just went flying, so never mind, I'll have to, there. So he gives her 3 block, and then she gives strength to all enemies, including herself, but she's going to die, so it's not going to matter like that. Alright, let's drop my next hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't know why I felt like that was 2 cards there. Strike Iron Wave. Okay, good. Let's see what everybody is doing. It's a 3. So he's dealing 3 damage, and she is dealing 2 damage plus a weak, although it's +1 in both instances because they have strength now. And if I want to kill her, it's technically 6 damage I've got to do because of the block he's given her until the end of this round. Oh yeah, and a 3 means I don't have my bonus block, by the way. So we have to worry about... we have to worry about 4, 5, 6. We have to worry about 7 damage coming in. Oh, top of the turn though, Combust. Got to remember that. So he's down to 10 on the dot, and 1 of her block would go away. Okay, so it's 5 I would need to worry about. The best I can do this round is I can do 3, I can do 4 damage, which is not enough to kill her. Just barely, because she's got 5. Of course she does, and I can't do anything else. So we're going to have to kind of play defensive here, I feel. Especially we've got a weaken coming in next turn as well, which is annoying. The block goes away at the end of this turn, though. So I'm going to do Iron Wave, but I'm going to do the 1 damage plus 2 block. And we'll just do 1 damage to this. We'll do 1 damage to him, because I don't want to hit the block pointlessly. So he's down to 9. We have 3 energy left. I'm going to put up 2 more block for a total of 4. We have 1 energy left. I'll just hit the Centurion for 1 more damage. Put him down to 8. And then we're going to get stung. Like just a little bit. Okay, so he's hitting for 3 plus 1. So he's hitting for 4. That takes away all our block. She's hitting for 2, but she buffed herself. So we're getting hit for 3. We're losing 3 health. And we get a weaken token, which is not good. And then we draw cards. Now that means we've taken damage though, and I haven't drawn blood for blood yet. So that's a good part. Oh yeah, and end of round her block goes away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please don't be one of the 2 last cards I haven't drawn. Nice, perfect. Demon form is too late to make use of that, but that's fine. Okay, so we know the first hit we're doing is also going to be -1. Oh, right, but we have to see what everybody's doing. It matters. That's a 5, so he's going to buff the Mystic, although when she dies I presume he automatically changes instantly to the Fury. And that means I get 1 bonus block, which might matter. Okay, so we only really need to worry about what he's doing, because we just need to do 3 to her. I only have 1 attack in hand, I'm realising, and there's 1 I can do for free. Well, we might as well flex. It gives us strength for the turn, which I believe... The rulebook says you apply strength first before applying the minuses or any other benefits. So the weakness will take away 1 damage, but it's doing 4, and well, it's doing 5. Then it's -1, so it's still doing 4. Either way, it's more than 3, so the Mystic is dead. And keep in mind it was free because we've taken damage this combat, so she's out of there. He gets very annoyed. So now he is doing the damage at the end of the turn. I've used 0 energy because blood for blood is free and so was flex. Pretend I use rage just before playing blood for blood because otherwise it's giving me nothing. That way it's giving me 1, and then we get another 1 from that defend. So that's me played 2, and I don't have enough to play demon form. So my turn is over with wasted energy. So it wasn't as efficient as it could have been. I don't think I applied combust that turn though. I definitely didn't because he hasn't taken any damage. So he's down to 7. At the end of the round he is hitting for 4 and I only put up 3 blocks. That's 1 more damage to us, which is kind of nasty. We're down to 6 health and we're drawing 2, so I'm going to need to shuffle. It's feed and metallicize. Getting metallicize early this fight would have made a nice bit of difference, but oh well. Let's roll. Oh, we don't need to roll for him, it's just rolling for me now. It's a 1, so nothing, because he is only attacking me because he's furious. We killed his healer, and he's very cross. So I'm drawing 3. 1, 2, 3, because I have feed and metallicize. I'd love to, well actually again, feed isn't maximum health, so it does not matter. We need to do 7 damage, and our strength went away, so did our weakness. Because the strength was from flex, which is just for the turn. At the top of the turn, 1 damage from combust, we need to do 6. Can I do 6? Yeah, we can do 6. So there's 3, doesn't kill him, but that doesn't matter. 4, 5, 6. So feed, Iron Wave, strike, that takes him out. And we win, but at quite a cost. We got hurt there. We heal 1 at the end of combat, so we're back up to 7. But we're still hurting, and that damage carries on beyond this fight. The reward for the fight is we gain a penny, so we're back up to 5 gold. We would gain a potion. We can't gain potions because of Suzu, so we just get a card reward. So I'll just pull back here slightly, and we'll see what we can get. We get a choice between Seeing Red, Clash, and another True Grit. Can only be played if every other card in your hand is an attack. That's probably not going to happen, which is a shame because it's a free bit of really nice damage. Seeing Red, you spend 1 to gain 2. Upgraded, I think it's free. We might be able to make this work if I just change up the order in which I play cards. Yeah, I'll take the Clash. We'll say no to True Grit again, and also the Seeing Red, and then we'll head back to the map. Actually, the next stop is a shop, so I'll set up the shop. So here is what our shop looks like, and we're only coming in with 5 gold pieces, which I wish I had more because some of those relics are real nice. Captain's Wheel is great, but it costs 8. The Strike Dummy would have been fantastic. It also costs 8. And the Codex, that's fine. We can't buy any potions, so that's just there for show, which is a shame because Distilled Chaos is fantastic. Random card draw wise, there's some options here, and I've already decided in advance what we're going to do with the whole 5. We're spending all of it. I'm going to buy Shrug It Off. It's a common card, so it only costs 2, and that leaves us with 3. And I'm going to make use of the card removal service to get rid of another basic block, because Shrug It Off is just a better block. It gives you 2 instead of 1, and you get the card draw, which may or may not help you. So I feel like that's just the best we can do with what we have available. I would have loved to have potentially got Seeing Red. Again, great relics on offer, but we just didn't have the funds, unfortunately, so we're completely tapped. And with that, we're going to move on to a mini-boss. So actually, let's do it on camera, because again, there's 3 potential mini-bosses per floor, just so I can set them up as well, because that's who we're up to next as we move here. There is a rest point after this, that I think we're probably going to have to make use of, assuming we live, as we go up against Taskmaster, who has a blue slaver and a red slaver per player. Okay. Oh, we get an upgraded card reward if we win, though, so I get to talk about that if we win. So, let's see what horrors await us here. But Taskmaster has 13 health if you're playing true solo. He only does 1 damage per turn, but he also gains strength, so every turn he's escalating, he's doing +1 damage. I presume enemies are also limited to the same strength cap as I am, but if it gets to the point where he's doing +8 damage, we've already lost. The blue slaver, he does different things based on the dice roll, as does the red slaver, although the red slaver also specifies that he always acts last, and they have 10 health each. So, a lot of health to get through. Let's see what everyone's doing. It's a 3, so no bonus for me. So he'll be doing 2 damage and a weaken, and he'll be doing 2 damage and a vulnerable. So both very nasty things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, our starting hand is Strike, Defend, Cleave, Combust, Iron Wave. So good starting hand at the very least, but we have to worry about 1, 2, we have to worry about 4 damage. 5 damage, sorry, 5 damage coming in. So that is certainly, we might have to end up using our block potion here. So we can do 3 damage to all enemies with Cleave, that's really good. We definitely want to take advantage of that because that's a lot of damage. We can't do 10, there's no way to do 10, so we're getting hit for sure. Let's start with let's start with putting Combust out. We do seem to be getting that quite often turn 1. I'll proc it, so 1 damage to everybody. And then we do our big hit with Cleave. So that is 3 damage to everybody. Sorry, I need to bring the camera down so you can actually see the cards I'm playing. So 3, 1, 2, 3, puts him at 6. And puts him down from, what's he at, 12 to 9. Like that. We have 2 energy left, and currently no block. So we're definitely putting up a block with that, but that's only 1. And then we're going to do Iron Wave and take advantage of the... Well, if I'm going to use my block potion, that would be 3. That's still not enough to block. Yeah, so we're going to have to take the option on Iron Wave upgraded, so it's 1 damage and 2 block. And the 1 damage will go into... the vulnerable's worse, I think, so we'll put it into the red. So put him down to 5. So that means we'd be ending my turn with 3 block against 5 damage. I'm going to use the block potion. So again, we aren't allowed to gain any other potions, but the potions I had before we got Suzu, you can absolutely still use. So we're going to use that. It's gone forever. That buffs us up to 5 block. And then everything else into discard, except Combust, because it's a power, stays in play. End of turn. He hits us for 1 damage. We block it, he gains strength. He hits us for 2 damage. We block it, and he applies a weak. The Red Slaver hits us for 2 damage. We block it, and he unfortunately applies a vulnerable. So we're in a not great situation as we start the next round. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Defend, Demon Form, Metallicize, Clash, and okay, well, actually, we can sort of... Have we taken damage? No, I just fully blocked. I now wish I had let 1 damage get through, because then we're getting the full value of blood for blood. Well, let's see what everybody's doing, and then I'm going to have a think. So 4 means we get our bonus block. It means he's doing 2 damage and weak again, and they're doing the same thing. Okay, and the first hit I receive is double damage, and which means it's going to be, instead of 2 damage, it's going to be 4 damage from him. That is... Ooh, okay, Is there any way I can make this work? I'm going to have to think here. Alright, as we begin this turn, Combust procs. I don't think I've applied Combust yet, and it actually really, really matters, because I won't be able to kill either of the slavers unless Combust has done 1 damage. I'm pretty sure he was already at 9, so yeah, I'm pretty sure I haven't applied it yet. Which means we just need to do 4 to get rid of the red slaver. Unfortunately, I really wish I'd let 1 damage get through on purpose in the last turn. That would have been the smart thing to do, but I didn't think it through. I think I'm going to have to play Blood for Blood at its cost value, which is not great, but I can't make Clash work because I've got a power in my hand, 2 powers in my hand, and a skill, and I only need to have attacks in my hand to be able to play it. So, yeah, we're going to play for 3 of my 4 energy, Blood for Blood. Oh wait, but I'm not taking into account the weakness. Oh, so it would do 3. It wouldn't kill him. It would only do 3. We could be in real big trouble here, actually. Is there any other way to get around that? I could play Demon Form and Metallicize. That would leave me with 1 energy. Which I could then play that, and then I can play Clash. Yeah, the only way... Like, we can't make it work because of the weakness, unfortunately. So what I'm going to have to do is play Metallicize. It's free, so you know, that's whatever. That's fine. Then I need to play Demon Form to get it out of my hand. Then I need to use my last energy on getting that block out of my hand. So that's at 2 currently. And that means that I only have attacks in my hand. So I can play Clash. It's only doing 2 instead of 3. We're doing it into him, and then the weakness goes away. But I think we're still in danger. Now remember, we do have Fairy in a Bottle, so we've got a 1-time revive. But that's still not great. I have Blood for Blood in hand. I can't play it because we didn't take damage. So that just gets discarded. At the end of my turn, because of Metallicize, I gain another block, which means we're ending the turn with 3, but this is still going to be very painful. So he is hitting for, it would be 1, it's buffed to 2, and then it's doubled, so he's hitting for 4. We have 3 block, so we take 1 damage. He then gives himself another strength. He is hitting for 2, which puts us down to 4, and he's applying weak again. and then we take another 2, putting us down to 2 health, and we get another vulnerable. So that puts us in a real nasty situation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got our flex, we got feed, strength, bash, shrug it off. So let's do all start of turn stuff now while I'm remembering, because I'm still not 100% sure I did that, if I'd already done combust or not. So 5 means we have 1 bonus armor. They're doing they're doing insane damage. Let's do the 1 damage per person from combust, and we also gain strength here. And we do have the option of gaining strength on the turn as well. And the first hit we're doing is, it would be -1 but also +1 because of the strength, so we're going to have to make sure it's a... I'm going to need to think again, because we could use feed, which gives us strength, so we'd be at double strength with, or triple strength with flex actually, which might mean we can take out both slavers, but I don't know if I have enough block, because we can't let any more health damage get through or we're going to die. Okay, I think I've got the most efficient way to do this. We start with flex, so for the turn we gain an extra strength, so we're at 2 currently. We're using a basic strike to kill the red slaver. We're weak, so it goes down to 1, but our 2 strength puts it back up by 2, so he's only got 1 health left. So the weak goes away, and so does he. That's 1 problem dealt with. There's still 2 very nasty problems to deal with. The blue slaver has 3 health remaining, so for our second of 4 energy we're doing feed. Hit him with that, it's doing +2 damage, so it takes him out, and because we took an enemy out, that gives us strength for the fight. So we're currently at 3 extra strength, but 1 goes away at the end of the round. We have 2 energy left, and we're getting hit for potentially 6 damage. So we need to use Shrug It Off, unfortunately. And even then, I don't know if I've done the math correctly. So our last energy, or sorry, we're going to end the turn. Oh, we might not end with 1 energy actually, because we draw a card. So that gives us 2. With our bonus, that means we're currently at 3. We draw a card. It's a strike. If it was a basic defend, we definitely would have been fine. And we'll play that as our 4th. So it's actually hitting for 4 damage. So he goes from 7 to 3. So close. At the end of the turn, Metallicize gives us an extra energy. So we're up to 4. But as I say, he's doing 6. I think. Yes, he's doing 6. So we do technically die. At the end of my turn 1, my strength goes away from flex. Yeah, so he's hitting us for 3, but because we're vulnerable, it's doing 6. We have 4 blocks, so 2 damage comes through, which is exactly enough to kill us. But then Fairy in a Bottle procs. When your HP becomes 0, instead set it to 2 and discard. So we're now completely out of potions. We're back up to 2 health, and we can almost certainly kill this guy. We have 2 cards left to draw, but then we have to do our draw pile. He's going down to 2 health remaining because of combust at the top of this turn, so I'm not even going to bother doing anything else, because in these 3 cards, yeah, we actually got, so we've still got +2 strength. We're actually back up to +3 because of demon form. So he's definitely dead, but it cost us the last of our potion resources, and our HP is still dangerously low. That was, I mean, we technically did lose there, but we had a get out of jail free, thankfully. At the end of combat we heal 1, so we're up to 3. And then we get our rewards. So for sort of doing that, we get 2 pennies, we get a relic, so we just top deck a relic, which we'll do in a second. There's the 2 pennies, so I'll just top deck a relic over here. We get Tungsten Rod, so on a 5, it's 1 block to all players, or 3 to yourself if you're playing solo. I've been rolling a lot of 5s for whatever reason. I'm starting to think that wooden die you get with the game is weighted. So that would have been really good in that particular fight. And then we get an upgraded card rewards. I need to move these out of the way. So the way you do an upgraded card reward is you go through the same process as a normal card reward. So top 3 of the normal card reward deck, and then whichever one you pick to add to your deck, assuming you do pick one, you just upgrade it instantly. That's how it's handled. So Heavy Blade, Sentinel, and Clothesline. Heavy Blade is 3 base damage, probably more, 4 I would imagine on the upgraded side, but each strength you have adds +3 instead of +1, meaning it does absolutely insane damage, and we're doing a strength build, so I've got to go for Heavy Blade. I've got to. Yeah, we're just going for that. So I presume it's 4 base damage and maybe +4. Oh, it stays base damage, but it gets +5 per strength, so it actually plays into a strength build even more. So that is the card we get. It's an upgraded card reward, and we barely lived. So a quick stop in the map. Our options were to go a very dangerous route here, which is no longer viable because we don't have the resources. So instead I'll be pivoting over here to this bonfire. Would love to upgrade something, but no, gotta heal. Normally you heal 3 at a bonfire, but we have the Regal Pillow, so when we rest we heal an additional 3, so we're healing 6, which means we are back up to 9, so not even at full health, but we're back up to 9, and then we're just carrying on. I was going to consider going after another elite before the boss. I don't think it's a good idea. I don't think we're strong enough for that, so we're going to just take a chance on double question marks, so we're just going to handle all of that here, starting with the first one. The Colosseum. One choice for the whole party. Fight a normal encounter or fight an elite. You're going to do this to me? Really? Okay. Well, I'm fighting a normal enemy because I think the elites will kill us. So let's see what our normal enemy is. It's the Spheric Guardian. He's the guy who loves putting up a bunch of block. I remember him. So the Spheric Guardian, he starts combat with a massive 10 block. He only has 5 actual health. He has Barricade as well, which means he doesn't lose block at the end of his turn. It doesn't go away, and he just cycles through doing 2 damage and giving himself 5 more block, and then doing 5 damage. So pretty nasty. That means I don't need to roll the die for him, but I do need to roll it for myself. It's a 1, so we get nothing, and we don't get tungsten rod or anything. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what our opening hand gives us. We got Combust, we got Cleave, Shrug It Off, Clash. How many attacks do we have in hand? If I spend Combust and Shrug It Off, we get the benefit of Clash. So, and Shrug It Off is also our only block currently. We only have to worry about 2 damage though, so it actually covers it, but I might draw into another skill. So we'll put Combust into play for 1. We'll proc it, so that goes down to 4. It's only 3, oops. That goes down to 4. We'll then do Shrug It Off. So gain 2 block, but we also have to draw a card. Please be an attack. Perfect. Not the attack I want right now, but that means we can freely play Clash for 3. So take away 3 of that block. We still have 2 energy left. Let's see. Heavy Blade would only be doing 3 right now. We don't have any strength, so it doesn't play into anything yet. So yeah, we'll just do Cleave for another 3. So that 5 becomes 2. And then we hit with a Strike for 1. So we managed to get through a big chunk of the block there. We only left him with 2, but he is about to give himself 5 back. End of turn, that all goes away. So end of turn, oh, I forgot to put a cube on his actions, but that's fine, we know what he's doing. He's hitting for 2, we have enough block so we take no damage, then he gives himself 5 more block. This turn he's giving himself no block, but he's really, really hurting. A 1 again, really? So he's doing, or rather we get no benefits from it. Combust procs, he loses a shield. Let me draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Blood for blood, we haven't lost health this combat. So we have 5 damage coming in, so we can, we can play this strategically to lose 1 health on purpose this round, and I actually think that's what we're going to do. So we'll play Shrug It Off, or other Shrug It Off, because we have 2 of them. I'm going to have to move the camera again so you can see this, apologies. There we go. So we're up to 2 block, we have to draw a card, flex. Oh hey, I called it. It doesn't really matter because we're not doing a lot of damage this turn, but why not? It's free. So any damage we do is +1 for this round only. Then we're going to do Iron Wave, but we're going to do the version of Iron Wave where we get 2 shield. So we're up to 4. Normally that would mean 1 damage, but that strength means we do 2. So that means he's down to 4. 1, 2, 3, oops, 4. We've only spent 2 energies. We have 2 left, but unfortunately 2 cards in my hand cost 3 to play, so that ain't happening. Meaning our last option is simply a strike. Normally 1 damage, with that strength it's doing 2. We're leaving him with 2 block again. At the end of my turn, the strength goes away from flex, unfortunately. And we discard everything here. So he's doing a massive 5 damage. We have 4 blocks, so we are taking 1 damage, but that means Blood for Blood will start paying out. And then a new round, finally. So that means a couple of things. I'm playing solo, so Tungsten Rod gives me 3 block, and then I get a 4th block from Loaded Die. Where were you last turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That also means Combust. He's got 1 block, so I need to do 6 damage, and he's going to be doing 2 and 5 block. So, can we make that happen? Yes, we can. We throw ourselves out a Bash for 2 damage. Last block goes away, +1. It makes him weak, like that, which means he's ×2 damage on the next hit, and we eat him. We eat him until he's dead. That's 6 damage, and with that the combat is over. So that wasn't too bad. Yeah, if we roll those 5s, we're really, really defensive, but that's only if we roll those 5s. Although, no, actually, if we also roll a 6, I can use Loaded Die to trigger Tungsten Rod, because the 6 on Loaded Die is trigger a relic ability. Doesn't have to be the other ability on that die. Anyway, after combat, we're only getting a single penny, up to 3, and then just a basic card reward option. Because it was just the basic fight option, to be fair, but I don't think our deck's in the right place for elites. So, we've got a Twin Strike option, which is 1 damage, then 1 damage. Rupture, we gain strength at the cost of 1 health. Oh yeah, speaking of which, we heal 1 at the end of fight, so we're back up to 9. And Ghostly Armor, it's a 1x2 armor to any player, and then it's ethereal, so it goes away. I wouldn't mind an extra block option, I guess, especially one that's like it's better than a standard block. Yeah, I'll take the Ghostly Armor. So these 2 go away, and we go back to the map. So we're reaching the end of our journey here, and I just as I was moving the camera back here, I had a thought that, oh, during that Taskmaster fight, did I play Feed twice? Did I forget that it exhausts again? I hope I didn't. I hope I'm misremembering. I feel like I did double play it though, so if I did, that was definitely done incorrectly. I'm sure maybe editing me spotted it. If not, hey, I'm spotting it now. So anyway, I'm not going after an elite because I don't think we have the resources. So we're going for a question mark. It could be anything, even an elite. So here we go. It's the Augmenter. We can drink the vial to upgrade a card at the cost of 1 HP. We can transform 2 cards and lose 2 HP or nothing happens. Upgrade a card. I mean, if we upgrade a card here, that means at the cost of 1 health, that means I can just rest here and be at full health for the boss. The alternative is I stay at missing 1 health and then either heal or upgrade a card. So yeah, the option that makes most sense is lose 1 HP to upgrade a card. The question is, which card do I upgrade? Which card do I upgrade? I'm going to need to look at the booklet because I'm curious. It might be worth with how the build is going to get Demon Form upgraded. Alright, I changed my mind. I decided to upgrade the basic bash because as is, it's just not a super valuable 2 cost. But upgraded is doing a base of 4 and then doing that vulnerable. So I feel like that makes it much more worth its cost. Demon Form just goes down from a 3 cost to a 2 cost, which is good. But it's just like you're getting the value of that change once per fight. So yeah, with that means we go to the bonfire here. I'm opting to heal to full, and then we're ready for the boss. And as I said, I don't remember which boss this symbol belongs to, so who is it? Oh, this guy, the bronze automaton will be our boss. So the bronze automaton summons 1 bronze orb per player, which has, does that have 19 health? I guess it would be 19 because it's both got gold borders, so it's got 19 health. That's a lot. And he cycles through doing, he's random actually, including giving block to the boss. The boss cycles through giving himself strength, then hitting everybody, then removing all stats effects from himself, and then finally every 4 turns doing an absolutely massive, massive hit. And the boss himself has 55 health, which is a lot. So for the first round, before I just draw my hand here, let's see what's happening. I rolled a 4, so he's going to be doing 2 damage plus a daze. Daze. And that means none of my stuff is procking. Oh wait, no it does. The loaded die proc, sorry. So I'm starting combat with 1 bonus armor. Enjoy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess we do have to worry about 2 damage coming in, but... So Iron Wave, Cleave, Combust, Shrug it off, Metallicize. Getting 2 powers out turn 1 is definitely a boon. So we will for sure be putting Metallicize out for free. That helps. And let's move the camera now because we're in combat mode here. We will also put out Combust. I'll proc Combust, so it goes from 19 to 18 and 55 to 54. Every little helps, every little helps. We still have 3 energy left to play, and I guess to see all my options, I'm going to play Shrug It Off now. So that's 2 block and 1 card draw. We haven't lost HP yet, so I guess getting Blood for Blood into the discard pile early is fine. We have enough block now for the damage coming in, so we'll do Cleave, hit them both for 3. So 1, 2, 3, you're down to 15. 1, 2, 3, you're down to 51. We have 1 energy left. I'll Iron Wave for 2 damage into this guy. So he's down to 13. And that is my turn. At the end of the turn I would also gain additional 1 block from Metallicize, meaning we have 4, but that's not necessary. So he hits me for 2, it's fully blocked, but we do still get a daze on the top of our draw pile. And then he just gives himself 1 strength. I say just. And then he moves on to there, and a new round would begin. I rolled off camera to 2. So he's hitting for 3, which is kind of scary, and none of my stuff procs. Because of course it doesn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have this block in hand, taking up my space. Strike, defend, flex, and rage. Which right now is just giving me 1. So 1 damage to each of them from Combust. It's a start. But we really need to do damage as fast as possible, or we're going to lose this race in the long run, which is the scary part. We'll play Rage, which is only giving me 1 block, because I have 1 attack in hand. We did not get a good hand. I might as well do Flex for +1 strength just for the round, because it's free. And we have more than enough energy to play my other 2 cards, so I will. We're doing 1 damage, but it's actually 2 damage because of the strength. So that's him on 10 entirely, so I'll just move that away. He's got 10 health left. And and 1 block. 1 block. The daze just goes away at the end of the round. At the end of the round, Metallicize gives me another block. All these go away. And then we get hit in the face a little bit as a treat. So let's see what's happening. So 3 damage coming in from the Bronze Orb. We fully block that. But he's doing a total of 2 damage. But it's actually it's +1 per hit, right? Not per attack on each hit. So he's actually doing 4. So unfortunately we take that 4 to the face and immediately go down to 6 health, which does not bode well. So he is buffing himself and removing any weaknesses in this new turn. Come on, 5. It rolled off the screen. It's a 6. So a 6 means I can trigger the Tungsten Rod though. So we have 3 block on a turn where neither of them are attacking. Fantastic. Top of turn. 1 damage from Combust, again, while I'm remembering. And 1 damage here means it's 49 now. Just a casual 49 damage left to get through. Strike, Shrug It Off, Bash, Ghostly Armor, Strike. Okay, I need to think. Okay, as I said, we don't need to worry about damage this turn, but I do need card draw. So we're going to spend 2 of our 4 on that recently upgraded Bash. So that does 4 damage of 9. Puts him down to 5 and gives him that vulnerable. We have 2 energy left. I can fish for a better hit. What better hits haven't I drawn? In the video game you're allowed to look at your draw pile, so I presume I'm allowed to look here. I might be wrong about that. Okay. I really should have checked. In the video game you can look at the cards you've not drawn, but I've just realised in the video game it just plays it in a random order, so now I know what I'm drawing and I know it would help me. But I think we're in a bad way, so I might just take that. So we're going to play Shrug It Off either way. I know it gives us block and we don't need the block, but it's the draw card I want, because it's feed, and if we hit him with feed, it's doing double, so it's doing 6, takes him out because of that weakness, or vulnerable, sorry. And that means because we killed someone with it, we get plus strength. Oh, I forgot to remove the strength for, I wasn't taking that into account anyway. But now we have permanent strength for the fight, and it gets exhausted. I'm remembering for once, it gets exhausted, it won't be in our deck anymore. That's all my energy gone. And the orb is gone. Now we just need to worry about the actual threat. Isn't that lovely? Right here. So speaking of which, he is giving himself another strength. He would remove all debuffs, and then he's doing what would actually be 9 damage this next turn we're going into. Please give me a 5 or a 6. Perfect. So that means we get 3 block for free from Tungsten Rod, and I triggered a loaded die. So we've got a base of 4, and we're getting another one. So we've got a base of 5 this turn against 9 damage. That's a start. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I need to shuffle. Oh, right, because I was using those Shrug It Offs. So, yeah, that's true. So that's why I got through my deck faster there. So shuffle up and draw 1 more. It was, oops, sorry, I didn't show that on camera. It's the bash, but we need to worry about that damage more. So 1 damage from Combust. So that is my hand. Again, I'm having to think my turns out much more now, but that's just the escalating difficulty. Yeah, after looking at it, there's 2 distinct paths I can take here. Both of them could be wrong, just to be clear, but it's one of those things where this could decide how the rest of the fight goes, because I have the option of doing Demon Form, which overall will give me more strength as the fight goes on, and then playing the 1 block in my hand, which means I can play Clash for free and do a little bit of damage. Well, it would be +1, so it'd be 4 damage. Or I play Bash, which would apply a vulnerable, do that 4 damage as well, which is pretty, or 5 damage because we've got +1 strength, then crack out that Heavy Blade upgraded, and because we have strength, it would be doing +5, so its base would be 8, and then it would be doubled to 16, and that's a really good single hit. But we wouldn't be able to play Clash, and we wouldn't be able to play Demon Form. It takes up the whole turn. It also would mean that we'd have 5 block at the end of the turn, so it would mean that 4 damage is still getting through, so it puts us at death's door. I can't really avoid that, no matter what. Yeah, I think that's our bet. I can't remember if I did Combust for this turn. I'm going to presume I did. So we're hitting for 5. So he goes from 8 to 3. And we apply that vulnerable. And then we hit him with Heavy Blade for other 2 energy. So it's 3 base. Each strength we have adds 5. So it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then the 9 is doubled because he's vulnerable to 18. So that's 18 damage. He's at 26. I don't think that's going to matter though, because I don't think we can nuke down what's left in time. But yeah, he's at 26 because he was at 44, I believe. So that's all I can do. That was all my energy. End of turn, I gain 1 more block because of Metallicize. We have 5. He's hitting for a base of 7. Oh, this went away as well, but it's actually 9. So we block 5, take 4, and we're on 2 health remaining. To have any chance, we need a 5 or a 6 here again. A 3 is not going to cut it, so we don't have any bonus block. Oh wait, no, he's just giving himself strength. This is a rest turn, so that's not as terrible. Him getting stronger certainly is, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shrug It Off, Rage, Flex, Iron Will, Defend. Oh, and while I'm remembering, Combust, 1 damage. There. We definitely ain't killing him this turn, but can we get him close? We're going to have to trust in the heart of the cards, I think. We're going to have to top deck a little bit here. Either way, I'm doing Flex because it's free, so we might as well get +1 strength, so we're at +2 currently. We're going to smack him with Iron Wave, doing the 2 damage version, but it's actually 4. So that puts him from 5 down to 1, so he's at 21. We've only used 1 energy. We're going to use our second energy to Shrug It Off to draw a card. The block doesn't matter because he's not damaging. Ghostly Armor. Doesn't help us. Does not help us at all. So we just end our turn there. We have unused energy, but I have nothing to play. There's no need because he's not doing damage. So, nope, get out of here. So at the end of the turn, he is buffing his strength. One of my strength goes away because of the flex. And we go into a new round. Come on, 5 or 6. 4 is fine. That's 1 bonus armor from the loaded die. That's not that great. So he's currently hitting for 4. He's hitting for 8. So I don't think I can do 21 damage in this turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I know my cards I need are in my discard pile. Can we live? We might be able to live. We can certainly do a lot with blood for blood. We're getting 1 block at the end of the turn, which would be 2. Yeah, I don't think we're getting enough block to live here. It would depend on what we're drawing with. Shrug it off. I think he's got us. Well, let's check. So shrug it off. 2 more block. That puts us at 3 currently. We draw a card. It's a cleave. That's fine, but I have no blocks in hand at all, and no way to draw any more. So that would be 4. That means we have 6 health in total. So yeah, we definitely can't live, unfortunately. He is going to get us, because at best I can hit him for, well, this is free, so, because I've taken damage this turn. So it's 4, it's 5. So he loses 5, so that goes down to 1. So he's at 16. But yeah, I can't get him. I can get annoyingly close. Oh wait, I forgot. I've Centennial Puzzle. Once per combat, if I've lost HP, I can draw 3 cards. Hang on. So I have to shuffle my deck. I might as well see what my options are. I'm still playing that because it's free, so that doesn't change. I've still only spent 1 energy on Shrug It Off. I have 3 to play. Because I feel like if I can live through this turn, I can get him the turn after, especially because he doesn't attack the turn after, so it actually gives me 2 turns to get him. So, Centennial Puzzle, we're drawing 3. 1, 2, 3. Ghostly Armor. Okay. Does Ghostly Armor give me enough? I might as well try. Let's not even do the math. So that's 2 more armor. So we're up to 5 armor. End of turn it becomes 6. I think we still don't have quite enough, unfortunately. Oh wait, I have a block in hand as well. We'll do that too. So now we're up to 6 block. I only have 1 energy left. I have no more blocks, so that ain't happening. We might as well do Cleave, which is doing 4 in total. So he's got 12 health left. And yeah, let's see if we're dead or not. End of turn, Metallicize gives us 1 armor. We've got 7. So he is hitting for 8, right? Because it's plus 3. So it's an instance of 4, then an instance of 4. He's hitting for 8, so we actually only take 1, leaving us on 1 health. We actually have 1 health remaining, and he's going to a rest turn now. So if I don't kill him this turn, I actually do still have a turn after that. 1 means nothing, but as I say, this is a rest turn, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could this be a skin of my teeth? Oh! Oh! We play flex, we get a strength. How much damage can we do here? I'm going to use rage just to get it out of my hand. Yeah, and we have 3 attacks in hand, so it would give me 3 block, but he's not attacking, so it doesn't matter. And then that means I can do this for 3 plus 2, so it's doing 5. So 12 goes down to 7. Yeah, I think we actually did just get him. And then I hit for 6 plus a weakness, leaving him with 1, and then that would do 3. We actually did just win, just barely. Literally on 1 health we got him. That is incredible. I am so glad I glanced at the Centennial Puzzle and was like, oh yeah, I haven't used that yet. Because if I hadn't noticed that, we would have been dead, for sure. Because we drew into exactly as much block as we... Well, not exactly as much, because we still took damage, but you know what I mean. Enough to live. That is pretty incredible. That would have earned us an achievement. If I remember rightly, there's a Steam achievement for Slay the Spire 1 where you defeat a boss with 1 health remaining. It might be a normal fight, either way. So when he is defeated, we gain 3 pennies, so in total we're up to 6 here. We gain a boss relic and then a rare card. So the boss relic, it was number of players plus 1, and then you choose boss relic and boss relic. Come down here a little bit. There we go. We've got Enchiridion, I don't know how to, Enrichidon, I don't know how to pronounce it, and Holy Water. Okay, so that gives us 2 energy to tap into at a time of our choosing per combat. Gain a rare card, look at 5 instead of 3, and then you get rid of this. So that's a way to get another rare card. I'm definitely taking the 2 extra energy at a time of my choosing per combat, because that just seems like a useful resource. So the word I can't pronounce goes away, and then we get a rare card reward anyway because it's a boss. So let's see what our choices are. Double tap, we saw that already. Limit Break and Fire Fiend. That exhausts your hand and deals damage for the number of cards exhausted. That doubles your strength, still up to the maximum of 8, so less good than it is in the video game. Then you exhaust it, and double tap. We're a strength build. That's what we've kind of fallen into. So we take Limit Break, and these go away, and then we have decisions to make. So at the end of that, we're still staying at essentially 4 energy per turn, although we do have now 2 to tap into, and we heal to full at the end of a boss. That was obviously a lot harder, but difficulty ramped up to something fierce. We have 6 pennies, and this is the state of our relics. Not many of them, because the elites proved too powerful. Our deck took more shape there for sure. We've definitely slipped into a build strength build, so that's what we have to aim for. Deck's getting a little thick, even though we did kind of get rid of a couple of cards. You know, I've just realised I think I accidentally just grabbed my discarded cards and shuffled them in, so never mind, ignore me. This is not the correct size. I started tidying up too early, so ignore that. There should be 3 less cards in there, or 4 less. So yeah, we're definitely focusing on strength, and that means we're once again left with a choice for channel members to decide whether or not we keep going to Act 3, the final act. You can eventually unlock a 4th act, but that's way down the line. Or we can bank out here and play someone else. There's no harm in trying Act 3 and dying, by the way, just to be clear. We still bank a win for Act 2 and Act 1. It's just, do we just keep going to try? Because if your deck's terrible, there's probably no point, because you know you're not going to make it. But I'd say we have a chance here. But as always, I shall leave it up to my channel members in the comments to decide, and I'll abide by your decision. On that note, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hope I didn't do too much wrong. As I say, I think I might have played Feed twice in that Taskmaster boss fight, mini-boss. I think I did that. I'm still not 100% sure. But if I did, that was definitely a mistake. Beyond that, I don't think I did anything. Hopefully not. Either way, hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Ta-ta for now.